Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. This is part 3 of Dolly Record and her restoration. Okay, I found where the wire is on this one right here. Okay, so we're going to take our knife. I'm more than sure that is it because it runs. Is that it? I'm pretty sure that's it right there. Better be. Oh, there it is. Yep, I see it. Oh, thank goodness. I'm going to open it up just a little bit more. That blade is not enough there to get it to pull that out. There we go. Starting to pull it. You gotta be so careful because there's pieces on the leg that feels like the wire, and so easily you could cut and it's not even there. And it'll look like it even underneath the cloth because it's the same shape. So you got to be really careful about that. There's one wire, and I don't want one, but I'll take one right now if I can pull it. They're all together, so you got to pull them all out. There we go. We're starting to get them all. It's like when you pull one, the rest has got to come with it. There's two of them in there. So there we go. There we are. Okay. Oh, nope. Let's just do some more. There we go. All right. So now we're going to do the untwisting. Okay, now we got that on its way. Now we gotta... Feels like it's been put on while it was still wet or something. Maybe it's just the condition of the doll. Like, these people who got it, they got it from, I think, an estate sale or something. So this is no fault of them. You know, you buy them this way. It's from the people who owned it and where they stored her. You can see the rust coming right through on the material here. And these wires will disintegrate the material. Yeah, there we go. So if we can get that to lift. Man, this is a well-built leg, I'll tell you. Yeah, they meant this doll to do some. There we go. Again, she doesn't have, and I'm wondering when they restored her, because you can see the paint, it's the same right here. So they took her leg off. But the problem is that they didn't put a piece of cardboard here so that this doesn't go down, because this is what happens. Again, I'll explain that it needs a plug. And you can see the material has been just folded underneath. You could just unfold this. Look at that. Just unfold it, and there's the bare wire. And the wire, again, is rusted. It's a rusty old wire. Yeah, so we need to do better by her. Okay. So I'm going to keep this one, and maybe I can do wire again, you know, try wire. We'll see. I'm going to keep one. All right, so we have her taken apart. Now the body will go to the side, and we'll just let her sit, okay, and just let her enjoy life like this for a while. And we're going to now deal with her arms and her legs and her head. And, oh, one thing I do need to do also is let's get rid of her body just for a minute here. The body needs to go. Okay, let's just put you down here like this. All right, you're in a little, I got like a little pail there for her. Let's take this off. Now, what did they do here? It looks like they took string. Oh, that string just broke. It just broke. No problem whatsoever. It's that old. It's just so old. Look at that. That's what they did. They used string to tie her material, her arm back on, which is not going to work. Well, it did probably for the moment that the doll was in, but we can do better by her. Oh my word. There we go. Oh, there's still more. It reminds me of that string that my mother would get when she would get the meat tied up at the butcher's there. And okay, so this tells me about the arm, more material about the arm and how much is missing off of her. That's why I want to keep this. So it tells me I can measure, and I might be able to sew this old material back on her. I'm going to not wash it, I'm going to press it. I want it to stay the same color as this body, so I don't want to wash it. But I will put on it and I'll just trim it, and this will show me how much I get this back where it needs to be. It looks like there's a seam. It's either an underarm seam or it's a top seam. By the way it looks like it's an underarm seam, and this came up around like this. Okay, there we go, and that shows me the material that should be there. By rights, that should go back to the doll, which I'll sew back on, and this is very important to keep. So we want to keep that with her, and keep it with the body here and everything. So that's very important. So we'll do that for her. Not a problem at all. All right. So I hope you're enjoying this, seeing how to take apart a doll, the different things that you find, how some doll restorers back many, many years ago, this is what they used to fix it. It probably worked for the moment, but over the years, it won't last. It becomes ripe. Like everything, it breaks down. So this is what we're working against, and the head as well. All right, we have all fingers and toes. All we need is just a sand. And that's what I think I'm going to do, is just set up a sanding station outside on my glass table and just sit out there, my patio table, and just sand away and get a lot of this off. And then we'll look at what we want to do next to her. And yeah, this is looking really nice. Now, the problem is up here. We need to, I'm going to put some spackling over. I do see some breaking down of the fingers. We'll see if I keep it. Maybe I might have to chip it all off. See, there's a slice in her here. So I don't know what that is going to curtail. If I go like this, what am I getting, you know, in here? See, it's going right down. Down to the bare composition. Maybe I will have to go down to the bare composition on her. You know, this is something I might take a look at and just say, which way do I want to go with her? You know. And when it comes to the top of her head as well, let's take a look at her head. We have some fixing that needs to be done on the top of her head. I don't know how far down this will go. So I might say, all I want to do is sand this off, but this might just bleed down into the head further. When that happens, I like to just go to do the bare. Now, let's take a look at her eyes. I don't want to take her eyes out. Those eyes have been put in with a putty, which I'm going to reseal because it does have a crack in it. So I don't want to be bothered with that, but I will put some milliput across that right there, and we'll seal that back up, just so we know it won't break, because it is pretty. This stuff, whatever it is, it's old clay and it's dry. But I could probably cause more damage than what I want. So just some nice milliput across there will fix that quite nicely. Are you seeing that in there? Wait, maybe I can get that. You see that crack running down on that putty? So that's what we want to fix, that crack up. So we'll do that with the... So the first thing is to... See, she's got lifting here by her ears. I think I'm going to go down to the bare material. I always do. You know, it never really works for me, you know, which is fine because I love chipping paint. But I really believe this is what I need to do. Is just chip this off because it is old. And I think that's what it needs. Okay, I'm already stuck on it. Yeah. So we're gonna strip her. We're gonna put right down to the bare bones. This doll is gonna go down to the bare bones. So, thank you for joining me. See how much changes from the first video right through to the third. This is the third video here on this doll. And I've already made some changes and mind changings already. Because you start to assess your doll, what you want to do. I didn't see the cracks in her. As soon as I see lifting, I'm like, you know what? This doll has been through dampness. Now, I don't think it had water damage. I think air, humidity damage. That's what does this to a lot of these dolls. And that's why I have this shop out here. Now my window's open right now and it is high humidity out there right now because it rained last night. But I'll be closing up in a few minutes here and I'll put my humidifier on, my dehumidifier I should say, not humidifier, dehumidifier on, and we'll take the moisture out of the shop here. I really try to keep my shop at a nice level. So, I open it up for the cat in the morning, and it's quite cool out, but there's a dampness because it did, like I said, it did rain. But we're going to be chipping away. I can see that now. So we have made our mind up to what we're going to do, which is fine. I've done it many, many times, and we'll be doing it again. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for dropping by and seeing this doll's restoration. We're going to start the second doll in a few minutes here. I'm going to get another doll on the way that I've been really wanting to know about and how to get her fixed up just as well. She's going to be an interesting one because she's ball jointed, and I have been watching videos of how to string a ball jointed doll, and I understand the process of it now. So it's going to be great when I do restring her and you get to see her restring. Now I think she could also make a great boy, but we're going to see. She might make a great girl once I get a nice little girl wig on her. And if it doesn't work for me, I might just make her into a boy, because I've got some lovely boy wigs here that might just work quite dandy on him, I should say. To me, he has a boy face. So let's take a look at her on my next video here. I want to keep her video separate from this other doll. I do believe this other doll could be a horseman in my mind. I just feel for some reason she is, but I have no proof. Until I take her apart, I might find the word horseman somewhere on her. I don't know. All right, well, thank you for joining me. Leave me a comment, and leave me a comment there, because what do we call that? Our mail in the air, no stamp needed. And subscribe if you're passing by, because you said to yourself, hey, this woman, I like her, and I can understand why. I get it. So hit that subscribe button. Join me on this doll's restoration, her journey back to her beauty again. Let's see how it turns out. I know I take a long time doing my dolls, but it's step by step by step, and life gets in there and all the other stuff that comes along too. And we got the good stuff and the ucky stuff and and then the doll comes in. But I do get them done. They do come along. We'll be jumping back to the Patsy dolls. We'll be jumping back into this doll. We'll be jumping back into what I think might be a horseman doll, my ball jointed doll. We're going to be jumping around from doll to doll to doll. So it's going to get interesting. I hope you stay around to see some of this, and you subscribe to see some of that, because that supports my channel. Now, when you subscribe to me and you watch my videos, it's that money there that I take and pour back into my dolls. It doesn't go into my daily living. It goes back into my dolls again. If anything that I'm in need of, I'm saving some of it right now, because I'm going to have a big order coming up that I'm going to have to make. And I'm excited about making that order. It's just supplies. That's all it is. So anyways, I'm not buying any new dolls. You can tell I haven't been putting on, here's a new doll. Nope, because I have too many new dolls sitting here, new old dolls that need to be fixed. I got buckets of them. So I don't need to be adding to my I don't want to call it my misery, because it is not miserable at all. To my joy. Let's put it that way. To my joy of dolls, restoring them, I don't want to add to that right now because it's heavy already. So I want to lighten my burden, and then I can move into other dolls that need to be fixed along the way. But thank you for joining me. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and we'll be coming back really soon with me furthering on with with what I think is the horseman doll. Bye-bye.